I had a long-lost twin sister who looked exactly like me. She invited me to her wedding out of the blue. Thinking that she was my sister, I dressed up and attended the wedding, but I was almost beaten to death by the groom's family. You bitch, you're gonna marry me today, and last night, you were cheating on me. Today, I'll show everyone how cheap you are. I was roughly dragged onto the stage by the groom, and a video of my sister cheating with a man was played on the big screen. Right now, everyone thought I was her. Only then did I realize that my sister invited me to the wedding because she wanted me dead. After I died, she could legally inherit my vast fortune, and she could take my place as a brilliant businesswoman. But what she didn't know was that the hotel where she held her wedding was owned by my husband. When I arrived at the hotel, I called my husband Philip Silva and asked him to have someone place 2 bottles of expensive wine on each table for Belinda's wedding banquet. Philip was happy when he learned that Belinda was getting married at his hotel. He said he'd be here to personally congratulate Belinda and her future husband. As Belinda's sister, I wanted her to shine at her wedding. It could also be thought of as a surprise. Yes, I'm here. Where are you? I'll come find you and give you a gift, I said with a smile. I'm still doing makeup, you'll see me in a bit. Andrea, you can go to the banquet hall now. I've specially arranged for you to sit at the main table. I love you the most, Belinda said sweetly. I was deeply moved and pictured the scene where we reunited. Our parents were separated when we were young. I stayed with our father, and she stayed with our mother. As a result, the two of us hadn't seen each other for more than 10 years. I cherished her a lot. I was happy for her since she was getting married today. However, as soon as I arrived at the venue, my hair was forcefully pulled by someone before I could react. Belinda, you bitch, how dare you show up? You made me a cuckold. Today, I'll show everyone how cheap you are. You cheated on me. Belinda, you made me do this. Now that you've made me lose face, you're toast. I was pulled by this force so hard that my scalp went numb, and for a moment, I had no idea what was happening. My head was buzzing. At the same time, the guests at the scene were also confused. What's going on? Why did he pull her hair as soon as he entered? Is this wedding still happening? Gosh, so exciting. I have seen couples showing affection at weddings, but I have never seen a wedding where they fight. Start live streaming quickly. This is so juicy. As soon as she arrived, he started beating her. What did she do to make him so angry? The groom, Leo Dawson, kept pulling my hair and dragged me onto the stage. I was in so much pain that tears almost came out. After dragging me onto the stage, Leo pushed me down to the ground, making me look extremely embarrassed. He shouted to all the guests, I don't care about my reputation anymore. I want everyone to see what a slut Belinda is. I still had no idea what was going on. I heard Leo calling Belinda's name and calling her a slut. I felt sorry for her. What are you doing? What is happening? A crisp sound rang out. He slapped me hard. You bitch, how dare you ask? Don't you know what you've done? I covered my burning cheek and exclaimed, You've got it wrong. Another crisp sound rang out. He slapped me again. Wrong? All right, you say I'm wrong? Then I'll show everyone how slutty you are. Play the video. As he shouted, a video of Belinda cheating appeared on the 2 big screens at the wedding scene. The scene was extremely shocking. Many guests at the scene quickly covered their children's eyes, and I was even more dumbfounded by what I saw. In the video, Belinda was making out with the man. Obviously, the man in the video wasn't Leo. I never expected that Belinda would do such a thing, though we hadn't seen each other for so many years. It was really shocking. As the video was played, the guests at the scene cursed. She's so shameless. It's her wedding day today. How could she do this behind his back? He shouldn't marry her. She's a slut. What's the difference between her and a prostitute? Fortunately, he found out in time. If they get married, she's gonna do worse. She's made him a cuckold. He played the video regardless of anything else. Clearly, he's not gonna let her off. A woman like her should be beaten hard. My scalp went numb as I watched the video, and I realized that now everyone had mistaken me for Belinda. You got it wrong. I'm not Belinda. I'm her sister. My name is Andrea Walsh. I quickly explained loudly. I thought that by saying this, they would realize that they really made a mistake. But Leo slapped me in the face again. You cunt. You really think I don't know whether you're Belinda or not? I even know every mole on your body. Now that you're slutty enough to do this, admit it. You want to deny it? Do you really expect me to believe that? After speaking, Leo pulled me up and dragged me directly to the big screen, putting my face next to Belinda's face in the video. Everyone, look. See how slutty she is in the video? And now, she doesn't dare to admit it. What a cunt. Because Belinda and I looked so alike. When our faces were put together, no one could tell the difference. Our biggest difference was the butterfly bones on our backs. There was a small birthmark on my butterfly bones. Philip said he liked it very much because it was like the wings of a butterfly. Every time we had sex, he would kiss my back for a long time. The video was still playing, and the groom had no intention of stopping playing it. In the video, the man took a bag and casually threw it on Belinda's delicate body after sex. Didn't you want this bag last time? I bought it for you. I stared at the Chanel bag in the video with widened eyes. It was exactly the same as the bag I was carrying today. I couldn't explain clearly at all. All I could hope was Philip would show up soon. At the same time, I vaguely realized that Belinda had invited me to attend her wedding on purpose. She wanted to let me take the blame. Sure enough, Leo grabbed my bag and held it up to everyone, saying, Bitch, keep denying it. Look at your bag. He gave it to you yesterday, and you came here with it today to marry me. You shameless bitch. After saying that, he took a fruit knife and slashed my bag worth $50,000 into pieces. It's worth $50,000. You'll have to pay me back, I said angrily. He sneered. Really? You've got some balls, bitch. It's just a start. You think it's over? Hearing this, I instantly became more frightened. From Leo's eyes, I saw a murderous intent. What do you want to do? I really am not Belinda. My ID card is in the bag. You'll know after you see it, I shouted in desperation. However, Leo didn't believe me at all. Instead, he took out the jade necklace I had prepared for Belinda. Bitch, who gave you this? You sold your body just because I couldn't afford it. After speaking, Leo snapped the necklace, and the green emeralds fell to the ground. If I remember correctly, this necklace is worth $160,000, right? I can't afford it, yeah, but you like it, don't you? All right then, eat it. Suddenly, Leo went crazy. He picked up the emeralds on the ground and rushed towards me. I wanted to escape, but he grabbed my hair. Then he forcefully stuffed the emeralds into my mouth. I clenched my teeth tightly, feeling like my teeth were about to be crushed by the hard emeralds. I struggled desperately. I tried not to let the emeralds go into my mouth. But at this moment, Leo's parents also rushed toward me. We don't want you as our daughter-in-law. You disgrace us. You bitch. Open your mouth. Leo's mother grabbed my chin and forcefully pried open my mouth. Taking advantage of the opportunity, Leo forcefully stuffed a handful of emeralds into my mouth. My gums were all worn out and bleeding. Leo's relatives at the scene applauded. The bitch deserves to be punished like this. She loves Jade, right? She'll have enough today. She stops at nothing for money. She ought to be taught a lesson. It'll serve as a warning to others. I'm glad she gets punished like this. She deserves to die. When they let go of me, I felt like I was suffocating. I covered my throat and started coughing desperately, and finally, I spat out a few pieces of jade. They were all covered in blood. My husband owns this hotel. When he comes, he won't let any of you off. I looked at them weakly and said in pain, "What? Your husband? Are you kidding me? You slut. You dare to call the man you hooked up with your husband? Do you think the man you seduced will stand up for you? You're a dog in his eyes. Do you know that? And now in my eyes, you are even worse than a dog." Leo sneered and didn't take my words seriously at all. As I said, today, you're toast. After speaking, he rushed up again and grabbed my dress. "Strip her. She's so shameless." Hearing his words, his parents and close relatives rushed forward and started tearing off my dress. I tried my best to protect myself, but I couldn't resist the hands of so many people and could only be forcibly stripped by them. Soon my dress was torn apart. I was in a very sorry state. At the same time, they noticed my slightly bulging belly. Yes, I was nearly 3 months pregnant. Philip was supposed to accompany me to the hospital for a 4D ultrasound today, but because Belinda was getting married, I postponed it to tomorrow. Seeing my slightly bulging belly, Leo widened his eyes even more. "Bitch, you damn bitch, I didn't expect this. Not only did you cheat on me, but you also got pregnant with someone else's baby. If I hadn't found out about all this today, were you planning to let me raise someone else's child for the rest of my life?" Seeing Leo's ferocious face, I completely panicked. "It's mine and my husband's. I am not Belinda. I'm telling the truth. Save it. You're gonna die." Seeing me pregnant, Leo was completely enraged. He lifted his foot and kicked my belly hard. Even though I tried to protect my belly with both hands, I still felt a sharp pain. Immediately, bright red blood began to flow down my thighs. "She has a miscarriage. Great. I feel so great now."